name is Indy and today I am here with another book review. And today's book, unsurprisingly to the follow trend of other book reviews, is Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles series, or quartet. I don't know if I'm allowed to call it that, but it's said now. And I loved this book. I don't know if I loved it more than Cinder because I really feel like that was a long time ago already and I can't really remember. But this book was so good. Oh my god, it was massive though, like 550 pages. It killed me because it took me like so many days to finish, but jeez, this was a cracker of a book. Now, non-spoilery wise, not much to say yet again. Third book in this amazing series that follows the trend of fairy tale stories. This one was about Rapunzel and it had mild themes of Rapunzel, but not a lot, so I actually really loved that. This is such a great series. It's weird for me to look up at the moon at the moment, like every time I'm out at night, which is always because I go to work in the nighttime. I look at the moon and I just feel a little weird because I'm like, lunars, I don't know, it just makes me feel really weird because this book is so unrealistic but slightly realistic because the moon exists and it freaks me out a little bit, but I love it. But I don't know, it makes me happy to look at the moon because I think of this wonderful book series. So basically, it's a great book with a great cast of characters, so you should definitely be picking up this series if you haven't already. Like, why are you watching this if you haven't read it? Like, read it! Go and read it, quick! But anyway, I'm gonna get into some spoilery details, so I will see you later on spoileries, but come back and we can talk about this book because it's fabulous. Alright, bye! Cress! Oh my god. Okay, so we start out, we're gonna go rescue Cress from her little satellite that goes around the earth, which I was like, yes! This is such a cool concept. And I liked that it was only slightly implied, this whole Rapunzel story, like it wasn't too much. Thorn was her prince, I guess, went to go save her, and Sybil was there, and I was like, no! They're gonna get caught! And I was like freaking out. Anyway, we all get split off. Scarlet gets taken by Sybil, and she's on Luna now, which we'll talk about the end of that, because that's just so weird but so cool. And then we have Cinder and Wolf that are on the Rampion, and I think they take a pod ship down. I can't remember already. And then we have Cress and Thorn, and they are on her satellite and they get blasted down into Africa. And I loved that they were in Africa and so were Cress and Wolf. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna meet up. I'm so excited. And I was hoping they were gonna be close by, but I just loved pairings off. I think it was so interesting to swap between the stories all the time, and I just thought it was just so good. The part with Thorn and Cress in the desert was like so painful. I was like, oh my god, I hate this. Like, I just want them to make it, my poor babies. And then when they got to the town there, I was like, oh my god, they're so close to Cinder and Wolf. I was like, come on. And then Cress gets taken. I didn't trust those shady people too much. They were like a little too helpful, and I was like, oh no. Like, there were some little signals along the way that you were like, oh no. They took Cress to go and sell her off to Dr. Erland, who's in Africa, where Cinder and Wolf meet him, and we find out that the Lumitose disease can also kill Lunas, and something about the shell's blood is the reason how they can make an antidote. So I don't really understand that reasoning of the shell. I feel like that's part of why Levana wanted to kill the shells, because they could be the antidote for the disease that she created or wanted to, you know, hurt the earth with, which was crazy, like a thing to do. I didn't realize that she was the one that started this whole like chemical warfare, whatever it is, you know. I was like, well, okay, Levana, you are crazy. So it was so great to see Cress and Thorn sort of develop a relationship. I feel like he's like a bit older than her, so, which I'm like, ooh, that's a little weird, but you know, we'll look past it because it's pretty cute. I was still with the Cinder and Thorn for a while there, but I've come to look past it. It's okay. Thorn and Cress are pretty cute together, so I'm on the bandwagon now. But it was so exciting for them to see them matching up in Africa, and like a few people didn't know each other, and the point of meeting, and like, you know, they'd all sort of met people but they didn't really know each other yet, and then like finally got Thorn and Wolf together. It was like, ah. Thorn being blind, by the way. Don't understand how it really happened, but I was like, what? And I felt really sad for him, but now he's getting fixed, he's getting treatment, so I'm excited for Thorn to be back in action with his eyes. It's sad that we didn't get much of Scarlet, but that's okay. I didn't love Scarlet too much anyway, but like Wolf was such a handful because he was so upset over Scarlet. I don't know, Wolf was pretty annoying, and it was just sort of there. So their crazy plan to ruin the wedding was planned out and taken into action. They all go to the palace and they have an elaborate plan to sneak in, which I loved, and they have one of my favorite types of scenes where everyone gets dressed up and it's like gonna be some big celebration thing and shit goes down. You know, I love them party scenes, so I was like, yes, loving this so much. So Cress and Wolf are pretending to be guests. Aiko, who has a new body, by the way, woo, Aiko, she sneaks in, and Cinder sneaks in through the passage down the bottom with Thorn and Dr. Erlen, so Dr. Erlen can go to his lab. We also finds out that he has Lumitos, and I don't think he's dead. I really don't think he's dead, but I guess we'll find out in winter. And he starts treating Thorn, and then we steal Kai, and there's a hectic battle on the roof. I was like, this is all going too well for them to just escape. And I felt bad again for Kai that they kept escaping, and Levana was like, Kai, I'm gonna destroy your earth if you don't catch Cinder. I was like, I'm sorry, Kai, I feel so bad for you. And it was great in the end, finally, that Cinder told Kai that she was Princess Celine. I was like, yes, he knows now, he's on board. I'm very, very excited. I liked that he thought that Scarlet was Princess Celine for a short amount of time, which wasn't unreasonable, but I was so excited to like hash it out and tell Kai. And then we had the final end scene with Scarlet and Princess Winter, which I didn't even remember that Winter was a princess, and it was mentioned earlier in this book, and I was like, what? There's another princess? Like, I had no idea. Anyway, I figured at the end there when she was talking, we was like, this chick was crazy, I was like, okay, this is a chick, this can't be just some random chick, it's gonna be Winter. And of course, and it all makes sense that she's like crazy because she hasn't used her powers in so long, and I forgot that if you don't use your lunar powers that you kind of go a bit insane. And I was like, I love this concept so much, it's so clever, and I love it so much. Following this book, we now have to read Fairest. So I'm so ready to go on to Winter, but I've got to read this one first because how the order of the series goes. So I'm definitely looking forward to finding more about Levana. I don't really like her, and I also kind of don't care, but I'm also quite interested to see what she has to say for herself, basically, and I feel like I'm worried we're gonna actually end up liking her, and I don't want to be that way, but I'm hoping we find out more about her other sister, Shah something. We find out a bit about Winter, and we just find out a bit more about her life on Luna and yada yada. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. But going back to Cress, I can't really remember what else happened. So many things happened. I loved this book so much. I gave it 5 out of 5 on the Goodreads. I haven't decided if I want to put it in my top favorites yet. I have to like think about it a little bit more, but it's in my favorites, but like I don't know if it's in that top favorites yet. But it was such a great book, and I'm really looking forward to it all going down, all wrapping up in Winter. So I'm definitely looking forward to the next book. So that is it for my Cress book talk today. Let me know down below if you've read the series and your thoughts on reading Fairest if you read it, because I would love to know. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next video. Bye! So trilogy. Lunar Chronicles, what's the quad word? Quartet? Ooh, do I want to say that? The series is, oh,